Hello, my friends, and thank you for joining us today for a few mindful moments. My name's Erin, and I'm here today with a team of Meta staff to talk to you about mindfulness. You may be asking yourself what mindfulness has to do with job searching, and that is a great question. If you're currently job searching, though, you've probably realized very quickly that it can be a very stressful task. And when combined with the other stresses of our day-to-day lives, it's important for us to find tools that we can use to manage these stresses and ensure that we're taking care of ourselves and staying well. In this video, you will have the opportunity to learn a little bit about the basics of mindfulness, and can even enjoy, if you wish, a very gentle mindfulness exercise. If this is your first time trying a mindfulness exercise, please don't be afraid. The first thing you should know about mindfulness is that it's a self-led exploration, and it should always be journeyed at your own pace. The intention of this video is to teach you about the basics of mindfulness so that you can use it in your day-to-day life to manage stress and connect to your life from a place of present-centered awareness. We will also be introducing you to some free resources and apps that you can try if you wish to start your own mindfulness practice. Now, let's begin. All right, so now let's talk about the basics of mindfulness. At its very foundation, mindfulness can simply be described as an exercise in present-centered awareness. And when I explain it this way, you might still be thinking to yourself, well, Erin, I'm already aware of what's happening in my present experience, so based on your description, I'm already practicing mindfulness. And although this may be the case for some, more often we tend to live our lives from the shoulders up, as some would say. But what does that mean? It means that instead of experiencing our world through our five senses, we experience the world through our thoughts. Mindfulness is an exercise that allows us to fully connect with our present experience and be with that experience as it's happening. A lot of the time when we're engaging in an activity, our body is going through the motions that are necessary to perform the activity, but our minds are always elsewhere, thinking about things that may have happened in the past, things that we hope will happen in the future, or simply just thinking neutral thoughts. And mindfulness turns our focus towards the activity that we're presently engaged in and allows us to experience that activity fully. So if you're washing the dishes, instead of thinking about the groceries you need to pick up tonight to make that delicious meal for the weekend, you're feeling the warm water on your hands. You're seeing the soap suds drip off your fingertips. You're smelling the fragrant dish soap. You hear the water running down from the faucet. These are all present-centered experiences that you can engage in while doing any activity during your day. So by now, you might be thinking to yourself, how does simply paying attention to what I'm doing in the present moment help me to feel less stressed? And I'm glad that you asked. Fortunately, the answer is very simple. In the present moment, there's only one thing that we need to focus on, and that's the activity that we're doing in the present moment. If we're able to stay focused on that activity, then all of our attention is actually being channeled into that activity, and we're using our energy very wisely. When we do this, we tend to be able to complete tasks faster and usually end up feeling more connected to the activity that we're performing. When we start to introduce thoughts about our past or future, or thoughts about worries and doubts, for example, when we bring those into the present activity, our focus and attention are actually forced to spread across all of these different thoughts. As a result, each of the things that we're thinking about only actually receives a small portion of our focus and attention, and we aren't able to get things done as quickly. We feel more scattered, and as a result, more stressed. Have you ever sat down to work on your resume, and after an hour of working on it, you feel like you've gotten very little accomplished? The next time this happens, try to focus on the thoughts that you're experiencing while working on your resume. Perhaps you were thinking about an experience with a past employer. Well, there goes some of your focus and attention. Perhaps on top of that, you were already thinking about the interview process and how you're going to be able to cope during the interview. There goes some more of your focus and attention. In addition to taking your focus off of your resume, these two thoughts are also introducing stress into your present moment experience. By dragging our worries into our present moment experience, we're also dragging the stress of those worries into our present experience as well. Now, like everything else in life, mindfulness is only beneficial for stress reduction if it's practiced and used regularly. If you're interested in trying a mindfulness exercise, I would now like to introduce you to Lindsay. She'll be walking you through a mindfulness exercise. Oh, and don't forget to bring your chocolate to this exercise, because it's going to be a tasty one.
Hi, my name's Lindsay, and I'm an employment counselor here at Meta in Belleville. I'm going to walk you through an exercise today called Meditation with Chocolate. That's right, I said chocolate. I love chocolate. I'm sure most of us do love chocolate, but if you're not a fan of it, that's okay. You can use a small candy, a raisin, a peanut, whatever you enjoy. So please go ahead and grab whatever it is that you enjoy, and we're going to take the next 3 to 4 minutes to sit down, relax, and enjoy our favorite treat while meditating. The chocolate meditation brings many of the same benefits of other forms of meditation. Perhaps this one is a bit easier to commit to because there is a built-in reward above and beyond the general rewards of meditation, which is your favorite treat, chocolate. Finally, if you're already a fan of this delicate, delicious chocolateness and you're trying to cut down on much of the chocolate that you eat, you can use this as a form of mindful eating to help yourself eat less, stress less, and next time you find yourself enjoying some of your favorite chocolatey desserts, whatever your motivations, the chocolate meditation is a great one to learn, and here's how to do it. Now you need to get a small piece of chocolate. That's right, for the chocolate meditation, you need, of course, a piece of chocolate. I recommend a small piece of dark chocolate, but you can use a chocolate kiss, a handful of semi-sweet chips, or whatever you have on hand. It need not be a large piece of chocolate, either in fact bite-size or a little larger is best. Relax your body. Take a few deep breaths and work on intensing your muscles to relax your body. You want to start your chocolate meditation as physically relaxed as possible. Close your eyes if you feel comfortable with it. Smell, gaze, and nibble. After you smell the chocolate and enjoy the aroma, after you look at the chocolate and really take in how delicious it looks, you can finally take a small bite of your chocolate. Let it sit on your tongue and melt in your mouth. Notice the flavors from the chocolate becoming completely absorbed in what you're experiencing right now. Continue your deep breathing and concentrate on the sensations in your mouth. Savor the feeling. When you're done savoring your chocolate, revisit the feeling throughout the day and feel more relaxed. You may choose to continue your meditation after the chocolate is gone, or simply resume your day immediately afterwards. Focus on the sensations. As you swallow, focus on how it feels going down. Notice how your mouth feels empty. Then as you take a second bite, try to even notice how your arm feels as you raise the chocolate to your mouth. How does it feel between your fingers? And then in your mouth. Again, focus on the sensations you are feeling in the present moment. I hope that you all enjoyed meditation with chocolate and that you feel relaxed and calm and can use this to practice meditation in the future.
Hi, I'm Brittany and I'm an employment counselor at Meta Employment Services. I'm here to talk to you about some apps and websites and different tips and techniques to use when meditating and being mindful. So to start, I'm going to talk about some apps. So the first app that I have is Headspace. So Headspace is a really good app because it is basic to use and it has all the mindfulness activities and meditation activities one would need. Another app to use is called Calm. So Calm is a really good app because it allows for guided meditation, but also has stories to help one sleep, and it is for beginners all the way up to people at an advanced level of meditation. Another app to use is called Aura. So Aura is a really neat app because it allows you to personalize your experience and what you need from your meditation. So the app actually asks you questions, and based on your answers, will create a meditation that works for you and what your mind and body needs. So finally, another app that I think just came out and was requested to put on the video is called the Center of Mindfulness App. So this app is from Toronto, out of a Center for Mindfulness, and it features professional meditation activities, and also has resources, and does anything from focusing on stress right into chronic pain, which mindfulness and meditation can help with. So it's very neat. So now to move on to websites. So if you don't have a smart device or just want some other tools in your toolbox, a really good website to use is mindful.org. So I really appreciate this website because they keep it very personal. The founders of it share their stories openly on this website, and it has things from advice all the way to videos and articles and other meditations that you would want to have. Another website, and it's out of Hamilton, is called myfreehamilton.ca, and this explores what mindfulness is more, and it has wellness routines and resources, specific mental health resources too, which can be really helpful in these times and just in everyday life with all the stresses that may get thrown at us. So with these tools in our pocket to use, sometimes we don't know where to start. And one place to start would be to create a space that you're comfortable being mindful within. So you can be mindful anywhere, but sometimes it's nice to come back to that home base. So to create a space that would help you be mindful during meditations or whatever activities you might do, is a starting point would be make sure that there's no distractions around for you. There's no clutter. Sometimes when there's distractions and clutter, it can be really hard to focus in your mind and really get rid of everything that might be stressing you out, or daily activities that you might be thinking about. So to relieve yourself from the clutter and make sure that you're sitting comfortably and in a comfortable space, those are really good spaces to start. Additionally, what you can do is make sure the lighting is good. So in my room right now, I really like a natural light. So this is the room I would choose to do my meditations in. Other people might choose to do it in a dim room. So in that case, close the curtains or do it at night. So it just depends on the type of person that you are and what you enjoy. Another thing that is different for every person is fragrance. So you can bring fragrance into your space with you as well. Before I did this video, I used an essential oil for stress relief, and I'd put that on the back of my neck, behind my ears, really just took that scent in on my hands, and I was ready to start my video. So it's different from anyone. You can use candles or perfumes, your favorite flower, smelling your animal, whatever it might be, that is a good scent to relax your body and start the journey that you'd like to have with yourself in that moment. So another thing is you can bring in plants into your space. So as you can see, I'm surrounded by plants. I really like plants in my home, but a plant is something that you can bring from nature, and it's quite relaxing to look at, honestly. There's nothing really controversial about it, and it brings a little bit of nature into your space as well, so that can be helpful. Another thing you can bring into your space, though, is something that reminds you of what you're grateful for or what you love. So you don't have to make a whole shrine necessarily, but to bring in a picture of your family or even your cat, whatever can allow you to focus in on what you're grateful for and relieve your mind of any stresses that you may be whirling around there on a daily basis. So that's another thing you can do. So saying all these things that you can bring into your space, I want to talk a little bit about how to bring something out of this space to carry with you. So I have a personal experience about this. When I was in university in my very first year, I went to a presentation, and this presentation was really heavy and deep. And along all the tables, there were tissue boxes, but there were also pebbles. So these pebbles were the type that you would get at the dollar store in the mesh bags. So nothing super unique, but every person had one. And in the presentation, we were told to pick up the pebble and hold it, to tighten our hands around it, and to ground ourselves with that pebble. And we all did it, and some probably felt different than others, but for me, it worked and it stuck with me. And I actually carried this pebble with me all through my 4 years of university, and it's still in my backpack right now. I know where it is when I need it, and when I did need it, I would hold it and it would ground myself, and that's sometimes all you really need. So an example of something that's so simple, it worked for me, you can find something else that works for you, but that was a way to bring my grounding wherever I needed to go. Okay. So I really hope that these tips and techniques really are able to help you in your day-to-day life. You might use them today, you might use them tomorrow, and you might use them beyond that, and I hope you do. So make sure that you do stay tuned, because we have another video coming as well, and it's for specifically the job searcher, and it's for the mindful job searcher. So at Meta, we of course help you achieve your job goals and your employment goals, and we are here still working away, so please contact us if you do require any help as far as your job searching goes. We are having remote conversations with people and really trying our best to make sure everyone is happy in their services. So we have information on our services and how to contact us. So please do contact us if you need anything from us whatsoever, but also stay tuned for videos on our social media pages, and please comment on what you think of this video as well and how we can help you in the future. Thank you so much.